Here's a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know. The age of consent is 18 years old.
Hey guys, this is Force Reacts, and I'm back to react to Death Battle, Aang versus the Traveler. Okay, real quick thing before I go any further. My computer is kind of busted right now. The speakers just aren't working whatsoever. Like, no matter what I've tried to do. I'm trying to install, like, updates right now. Odds are I'm probably going to have to get a new computer soon. So that's why I have AirPods in right now, because I'm using a completely different device to watch this episode. So it's going to be quite the experience for me. I haven't done this since the olden days of my channel, when all I could do was point my phone at another device. But yeah, that's the current plan right now. But okay, regardless of that, Aang versus the Traveler. This was the technically second to last of the Kickstarter episodes that they announced to be doing. Aang versus the Traveler was announced. Like, all we have left is Light versus Columbo, and even then that's not an actual episode. That's they're working on trying to make that more of an audio drama instead. So good luck to Liam and the others for that. But because yeah, I can't wait to see Light versus Columbo. But as for Aang versus the Traveler, my boy Aang is going to get decimated. There's just no way around that, unfortunately, because Genshin lore, unfortunately, goes insanely hard. I have been a huge fan of Avatar. I'm not going to say it since the beginning, but I do remember the first episode of Avatar: Last Airbender I ever saw was in a restaurant where I couldn't hear the audio on the TV, but it was specifically the Jet episode from season 1. So, that was pretty fun, and I didn't really get into Avatar: Last Airbender until later on in life. So yeah, but hey, what do you know? Avatar: Last Airbender is still one of the greatest television shows of all time for a reason. So, then Genshin Impact. I had quite a phase with Genshin Impact. I loved, watching. I loved playing Genshin Impact. It was great. A great time. But I realized I had a problem. I won't say I was a whale with Genshin Impact, but I did realize I was spending way more money than I reasonably should with the game. So yeah, eventually I decided, you know what, no, I'm going to go like full cold turkey. I need to, yeah, this is not something, this is not healthy for me, but yeah, so not really sure what else to say here. I mean, I do, like I said, I have a connection to both characters. This has been it. Like I said, I'm at least like reasonably excited for the episode, but I'm not 100% like I'm not 100% like, I don't know. It's very hard to talk about this episode because on the one hand, I do like the matchup. It's just that the debate isn't really all that interesting. People have debated, have basically said, yes, this is a stomp, no questions asked. But, you know what? I'm looking forward to a brilliant animation, what little I can see on the smaller device I have instead of my laptop. So, yeah, anyway, I've been prattling on way too long. Let's just jump right in, and we will start things up in 3, 2, 1, play. Already starting off strong. We got great facial animation.
The Avatar versus Aether, the Traveler.
Which journeyman will come out on top in this elemental battle?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay.
Water, earth,
of course, got to start it off like
air.
this. Yep.
Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony, united by a master of the elements, the Avatar.
This
Weirdly
Avatar
enough, I did not watch the previews for this episode. I don't know why, I just didn't.
And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Not at first, of course, thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world
loses.
causing
I just wanted him to have a good episode, because his last episode with Everett Elric was not very good.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions. With even the smallest movement, Aang can create tornadoes, run like the wind, and block hypersonic explosions.
The perfect style for a twinkle-toed goofball like Aang. He even invented his own technique, the air scooter.
Yes,
how does he not fall off that thing?
Add in a glider staff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes. Everything changed
When the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah,
Their conquest
obviously. Those
spread.
words have been
War was
engraved into my
inevitable,
memory.
And Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being
Yeah,
forcibly
he
separated
was
from
like
Gyatso.
12 years
He
old.
was
That's a
just
lot of pressure
kid.
to put on
So
a
he froze
preteen.
up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself and his adorable Sky Bison Appa for
there
100
we go.
years.
Until he was awakened by the Water Tribe siblings Katara and Sokka.
Hey,
Time
there we
wasn't
go.
kind to Aang's people. With no Avatar
I'm not sure if I
to keep
have a favorite
balance,
character
the
in Avatar:
Airbenders,
Last Airbender.
Aang's
They're all
entire
great.
culture were wiped out by
Sokka's
the
definitely
Fire
up there,
Nation.
though.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
But Aang took
Very
the wake-up
rough,
call
buddy.
to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass?
Yeah,
From
there
the
we go.
Northern Water Tribe and his twin crush, Aang learned waterbending. Themed around fluid Tai Chi movements, this style controls liquid in all forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop being a wimpy pushover.
Yeah, there
now
we
he
go.
can armor
I
himself in
wonder how
stone,
energy
move
bending's
the
going to
terrain of
work in this
entire
fight, 'cause
cities,
that's
and
gonna be a
fight
whole lot of
blind
fun
with a
considering what,
sonar-style
Genshin
seismic
Impact lore is all
sense.
about.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Quan Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head on.
There was a lot to learn, but even with the world at stake and this moody hothead on his tail,
Yeah,
Aang
that
had
is
fun doing
underselling
it.
it.
Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se, the city where no wars ever happened.
Yet
Correct.
across his journey, one power eluded Aang, the Avatar state, an enhanced mode of being that
Oh yeah,
came
and if
to
you're,
him in
and
moments
if you're
of
wondering
peril.
why I didn't
Sure,
bring
if
up Korra
Aang dies in
in
it,
my
the
oh, this
Avatar
is my
cycle
history
ends
with Avatar,
permanently,
it's
but
because
who
I don't
cares
like
when
Korra
it
that
gives
much.
you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come
It's
on,
got, it's got
Boomstick,
its own
the
redeeming
Avatar
moments,
state
but
is
hey,
more than
Jocelyn's
just a
back.
power
The
amp.
Reddit went into
Jocelyn?
uproar because
How long have
Jocelyn
you been
was back.
standing there?
I've been here the whole time.
I lurk where all Avatar talk is. Through the cosmic power of the avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous avatars, greatly expanding his bending options. Lava bending from Avatar Roku, sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Ugh,
Of course.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically, Aang sought the guidance of Guru Patek. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person he
Yeah,
loved
there-
most.
yeah, there
When he
we
had
go.
to choose
Like,
between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart and it.
yeah, it
didn't
immediately.
end well.
Yeah, yeah, it
He got
backfired.
better. Aang
But-
was determined to understand the world's
Yeah, okay.
people,
Here
even
we
the
go.
enemy Fire Nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors.
And these two honking dragons!
Yeah,
Aang
there
was
we go.
scared of
Just-
firebending, but it's totally awesome.
really
It's
cool
not just
scene
about
in
burning
this, you know,
and blowing
with the
shit
Sun
up.
Warriors.
Okay, well it is, but there's so much more to it.
Formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu, firebending controls all manner of heat. And through the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
Iroh, the best uncle ever, used
Yes,
his techniques
obviously.
to redirect natural lightning.
Just
so, you know, it's
the
the
best
real
dad
deal.
Zuko
Not
could
crazy
ever ask
enough.
for.
At his peak, Aang
Even if he
surpassed
didn't appreciate
benders
it
who
all
could
the
throw
time.
buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo.
Hmm.
Whooping Ozai's butt should be no problem, right?
Not exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang
Right,
didn't
yeah, he
think
wanted
his
to
people
preserve
were
the
truly gone
teachings and-
unless he went back
Yeah,
on their teachings.
being the
meaning
Avatar kind of
he
went
really
against
didn't
that.
want
At
to
least
kill
being an
Ozai.
Avatar
So,
in
what,
a
he's
hun-
just
in a
coward
100-year
now?
war.
Mr. Fire Lord is about to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, so he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet, Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar state.
Making him as strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or in Avatar Kyoshi's case, a
Right.
new island.
Just-
As in, she broke off
yeah,
nearly
bro-
30
breaks
square
off
miles
part
of
of
a
a
peninsula
continent and
to
creates
form
an
a
island.
new landmass. But to defeat Ozai, Aang needed one final element, something few avatars had bent before, energy bending.
Not the easiest thing to do, but Aang totally overwhelmed Ozai, severing the tyrant's connection to fire and stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate
there we go.
FU to this warlord's ideology.
Now that the Fire Nation
Bit of a
had
Deus Ex Machina,
cooled
but you
off,
know, we take those.
Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper, and where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
He even got hitched with Katara. Take that, Zutara shippers.
I will end you.
For all his doubts,
That-
Aang
that- okay,
fulfilled the
that's-
Avatar's
that's
destiny
pretty
and then
funny.
some. And he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar, or even an airbender, the greatest thing he could ever be was himself. All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was a really nice analysis. Really going
The
over
battle is
all
coming up
of
thanks to this
the
episode's
show
sponsor,
without
DraftKings
without
Big
feeling
news
like
from the
we lost
casino.
anything.
Lightning Link is available
So-
online for
so
the
yeah,
first time
that
ever.
was pretty,
right on
that was pretty good.
DraftKings Casino.
Like Aang
If you're
already
new,
got a
you can play
pretty good
$5 and get
analysis. We'll see how the
1,000
animation
spins,
deals with it.
including
But
500 Lightning Link
first of all, we got to
Doing
deal
the
with
math on
Genshin
that, that's
Impact, and
50 spins per day
Jesus.
for the first 20 days.
I believe
Now,
Max
claim
will
your
put
offer.
invested. It's
Download the
like
DraftKings
much like
Casino app and sign up with code
all like
BATTLE.
foreign video
Then
games on my
spin
channel. The
Lightning
lore,
Link
some
high stakes
Hyperborean
anywhere,
bullshit.
anytime.
The crown is
So-
yours in partnership with DraftKings
Okay.
Casino.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777
I
or
am not a
visit
gambler.
ccpg.org. Please play
like I said,
responsibly.
I
21 and over.
uninstalled
Visit
Genshin
President
Impact. I went
Connecticut,
cold
Michigan, New
turkey. I'm
Jersey,
no longer.
Pennsylvania,
I
and
am
West
not
Virginia
gambling
only.
again.
Void in Canada. Eligibility restrictions apply.
The closest thing I have is
Non-withdrawable
Police
spins
Brave
issued
Souls,
as
but
50
even
spins per
then
day
I
for
have
20
sworn
days.
to
Valid for select games
never
only and
spend
expire
money
each
on
day
it.
after
So-
24 hours. Spins values
I-
vary.
and I
See terms at
haven't.
casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends August 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time.
Add extra barbecue sauce.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Yeah,
Welcome
there
to
we go.
Teyvat,
Thank
a
you.
mysterious land governed by godly archons that drew the eye of someone beyond the stars, Ether.
AKA the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his
Ether
sister
or Lumine,
Lumine,
but
in
you know,
search
I
of
guess
the
we're
flowers
going
that
with
bloomed on
Ether.
their
We're going
lost
with Ether
home.
for this one. I
Only
always
to
called him
crash
Aether,
land,
but
awaken to an
whatever.
apocalypse and get cubed by this jerk.
Separated
Right,
from
yeah.
his
Get
sister,
cute.
Ether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie, Paimon.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, she makes for good emergency food.
Yes, the
With his
greatest
new
of
guide,
emergency foods.
Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past.
The sub-war
but got a
between
breath
Momo
of the
and
wild
Paimon was
glider
just
instead.
And
the
his
most
first
amazing
element,
thing in the
Anemo,
subreddit.
letting him make air slashes,
The battle
tornadoes,
between the two
and of
emergency
course,
foods.
Windblade! But guess what? Traveler wasn't
Ah,
the only
Amber,
one with a power
best
like
girl.
this. The
Like,
vat
and
was
you
full
will,
of blessed
and you
people
will
building
not,
these relic
and
things
you will
called
not
visions.
fight me on
Vision
that.
bearers can imbue their weapons and bodies with elemental power, summon items, and use a special, well, vision to perceive the elements around them.
Normally, they're limited to a single element, but Traveler is just built different. Through Paimon's guidance, he began collecting elements from mysterious statues across Teyvat. No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a new culture, a new element, a new crisis.
And new character banners. When asked to
of
play a
course,
sleuth
yeah.
for a murder case in Liyue, Traveler wasn't interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but he was roped in anyway and got the Geo ability to form rock constructs and eruptions of Earth.
When Ether ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either, until he saw the suffering caused by its tyrannical rule, and joined the resistance with electro abilities, fighting the powers that be using electric buzzsaws, thunder blades, and lightning.
He even learned to dodge lightning. Other Electro
Well
users
then,
like my
okay.
wife Lisa can conjure storms.
Yeah, Lisa.
No shock when my adopted daughter Clee
Ah,
made
yeah,
explosions
there we
that
go. I
raised
heard about
mountains.
this.
Traveler met all kinds of people like this. You know
But
the
yeah,
type.
Lisa's the entire reason my best friend got into the
yeah,
game. So
that has its own laws, Boomstick. Many twinks being one of them. Maybe 2 or 3 of them, actually.
Ugh, Ringmaster.
Shut up, Wiz. This guy's been playing Genshin since launch.
I know everything
course.
there is to know about the Genshin
then again, so
meta.
did my best
Ether
friend
can
because
mix
simply
elements
because
for
he saw
different
Lisa and just
reactions.
went, okay, I'm
Basically,
going to check this
big
game out. I'm going to
elemental
see if I can pull her.
combinations.
But then he realized,
Geo
oh, you get her for
crystallizes
free.
materials
I
into
love this
special
game.
barriers. Electro mixed with water stuns foes. Animo spreads elements around in swirls of destruction.
Right, yeah.
Boom!
Like how I combine beer and gunpowder.
the elemental
Exactly,
combinations always
Boomstick.
confuse
Using
me.
Dendro, Traveler can form plant life that, when mixed with water and lightning, makes homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and Artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll
Yeah,
show you
there
a
we go.
whale. Drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later beats Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times.
Speaking of
Well, okay,
time,
then.
Ether had control of more than just his own future. Tevet's fate fundamentally changed in ways small and grand, all through his unending willpower.
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone
Okay.
unbound by the land's destiny. Even this big tree that records all of the world's events had no idea he existed.
Oh,
Like
wow,
when he helped
okay.
defy the judgment of a biblical flood in Fontaine, where he mastered Hydro for his best
Ah,
Cuphead
yes, he-
impression with water bullets.
Yeah, where they had to
A
contend with the
dinosaur chose not to
Oratrice
blow up the
Mécanique
world
d'Annelise
just 'cause
Cardinal.
Paimon and
Okay.
Traveler befriended it. If that wasn't cool enough, Traveler can, unrelated, turn into a dinosaur. Hell yeah!
okay.
Oh, look at him. Wonder if I could get a dinosaur on
All
my
right.
Genshin team.
Through these legally distinct Pokemon, Ether can fly,
Got it.
dig through the earth, or charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and
I
wide.
wonder if they're gonna bring up
and
the fact that he got a
finally
gun
stopped
at
swinging
some
that
point.
one-star dull blade.
Instead, picking up the prototype Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster Skirk
Cool, you're a
and
jet
several
stucky.
straight
Okay.
days of training. What a grind set! Still, Traveler's Cyst kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these Gluminati folk.
A group from Conria, the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Ether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found. Well, we don't really know. Not yet, at least.
Right, yeah,
But
the
whatever it
game's
is,
still
got
coming
her to
out.
side with the creepy villains. Lot twist.
Eventually, Ether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro element, learning to launch fireballs and
Yes,
explosions
genocide
combined
the
of flame with
Hillagers.
lightning.
He didn't just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's Blessing, a power-up state fueled by primordial element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long.
Well,
Hell
okay.
yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the Abyss, which is on the level of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who,
I am
in Age of
combining
Past,
Amber with the Raiden Shogun was
sliced
always so
Yashiori
fun.
Island in two.
That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a whole-ass mountain? According to Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally, Ether
Yeah,
learned
but
how to use
Paimon's
light
known
energy
to,
to
you know,
form a
exaggerate, so I
Kuvaki
wouldn't
shield,
take her word for
something
it,
he
honestly.
used to protect the people of Nodcry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kavaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Through
Oh,
all his
wow, okay,
adventures,
yeah, there we
Ether
go.
had come to genuinely care for Tevat's people. Maybe one day he will reunite with his sister, but for now, he's fighting for a whole new world. His new home.
Ooh, you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you
Right,
worry,
yeah.
gang. I dumped
I forgot
all
about
my
that.
savings into Primo Gems for this. We can't miss when those ice guys trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to him. Still got it.
Ah, so that's why you're broke as shit.
To Ether, the journey has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs of its people, they are all part of it. Even if he's against the Abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars.
Okay.
And a field of flowers, Lumine too loved.
All right, that very,
The
very
battle's
nice.
about
Very
to start,
nice.
and
okay.
if you like
I
death
actually,
battle
I
music,
actually
some
rather
of your
like,
favorite
rather
battle
like that
tracks are coming to a
analysis. Okay.
collectible vinyl album.
This
Oh,
album
cool.
features 10 tracks
All
from
right.
our independent era, created by our awesome
All right,
composers
I'm gonna
Brandon
have to-
Yates and their
okay.
Wolfmedia, like Death and Bloom
Death
from
and
Ruby
Bloom,
vs.
nice.
Baka.
Okay. As long as it's the Adagio version, I won't get it unless it's that. Okay.
Or Requiem for a Thief.
Requiem for a
from Joker
Thief,
vs.
nice.
Giorno.
Okay. One of the best parts of Joker versus Giorno.
Oh, can't forget Game Over
Obviously,
from
Game
Bowser vs.
Over.
Eggman.
And more. Plus, it makes a great piece of art to display around your place.
Yeah, there
Drawn
you
up
go.
by our own animation
Drawn by
director,
Luis,
Louis
nice.
Cruz.
Okay.
This album is only available for pre-order.
All right.
So head to deathbattle.gg or click
You
the
know
link
what?
in the
I
description
might get it
before
just to
August
you know,
10th and pre-order
just to
a copy
have
so
to
you
look
don't
at.
miss
This-
out.
And
Whatever.
remember,
I
Archivist
guess
and
I'll see
Chronicle
how much it
members
costs,
get a
though.
discount.
$35.
That's
Okay, that's not
deathbattle.gg,
bad.
the
Okay.
home of Death Battle.
Then again, maybe I should save my money because my computer is still
All right, the
busted.
Tibetans are set.
We'll-
We've
we'll-
run the day
and I
with
might have
all
to get a new one. So
It's
it's time for a death battle. Okay. All right, this is gonna be very fun. Okay, just jumping right into it.
Two elements?
Aang sounds a bit younger than his character model would allow to be, but whatever. Yeah, Aang would like that, but then, yeah, here we go. Of course, Aang wants to start riding it. Okay, that's fun. You know, I probably should have expected that once we learned Traveler could turn into animals. Size makes sense. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay, combining with the vision thing. Okay, that was fun. Oof, okay. I wonder if he's ever gonna combine fire and lightning. That was always my favorite combination because explosions.
Treasure hunting for 2 minutes. Now everything is going good.
Yes, Paimon versus Appa.
Cool glider. Can it do this?
It's actually really cool back and forth so far. It doesn't feel like it's going in either of their favors. Okay, all right. And regardless, gorgeous animation.
Come on, traveler. Get up. Never, ever, ever stop moving forward. Remember.
No one fights alone.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, man, all of those elements. And Aang hasn't even gone Avatar state yet. Ooh, okay, that's fun. Ah, here we go.
For those who came before, and those who will follow. I am Avatar Aang, the last airbender.
Oh, yeah, oh, here we go. Oh, this is fun. Oh, that looks awesome. Okay.
Take this!
Oh, ooh, okay. Ooh.
Through the heights and shallows. Through infinite dusks and dawns!
Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Oh, that sucks. Oof. Hurts to see,
Way
but...
to go, traveler. But does this mean no treasure?
Ah, dang it. We didn't even get any primo gems out of it. But okay, alright.
But dailies are done.
Yeah,
What
okay.
a miss.
This
Yeah.
was an interesting pairing, so let's break this
All
down
right,
by
let's
power,
see.
experience, speed, and elements.
Alright.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities, and we're way stronger than characters that can break mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who
Alright.
created and moved the island of Kyoshi. Similarly, Night Soul's blessing let Ether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who split Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Okay.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and
All
long.
right, now we
Kyoshi
gotta get
moved
into
the island
specifics.
17
Okay.
miles offshore in 2 seconds. So we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns
Alright.
out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island. About 3,000 gigatons of TNT.
Okay.
So their power is tied up.
Really?
which
They
means
decided to
comparing
equal
their
power.
experience
That's
is crucial.
interesting.
Ether's mastered more elements
I'm not
than
sure if
Aang,
I
but
agree with
the
that,
Avatar
but
state
let's
gave
keep
Aang
going.
centuries of
Right,
knowledge.
here we
With
go.
the memories and
Experience.
abilities
Yeah.
of past avatars,
Yeah.
Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Ether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused. Traveler is skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience
All right,
narrowly
yeah.
goes to Aang.
Obviously, that
However,
went to Aang.
another important
once I
factor
saw
to
the
consider
experience,
is
when I was like,
speed.
yeah, that's going
In
to
terms
Aang.
of mobility,
But here
both
here
could roughly
here we go.
match
Here we
the
go with
other.
speed. Okay,
If
I'm
Traveler
gonna guess.
was immobilized
I'm
with
gonna
earth
guess this
bending,
is going
he could
to
just
Aether.
dig his way out as a
Ether,
dinosaur.
whatever.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Ether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag.
Yeah,
Aang bending
okay, yeah,
away
there we
lightning is crazy fast.
Bending
but
lightning,
Traveler
but
could
Traveler,
dodge lightning
you know,
much earlier in his
intercepted
journey,
light,
and now
so-
he can block that light speed Kuvaki laser.
There
While
we go.
lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
Yeah, there
Over
we go.
3,000
Comparable
times
to
faster than
lightning
Aang.
versus light
Traveler
speed, yeah.
takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature
Right,
against
yeah.
the other?
Aang had
At first,
4,
I
technically
actually thought
5,
this
but
was Aang's
Traveler
dub.
Ether's
has
elemental control is
multiple.
remarkable, but
More.
most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past. Ether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental
Right,
reactions, and the script flips. Traveler can mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not. Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Ether an easy access point through these combinations.
Okay.
When Aang used fire, Ether
Interesting.
could use lightning to catch him in an overload. If
yeah, there
Aang
we
used
go.
water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa
Yeah,
canonically
there we
say
go.
this is how the elements work.
And unlike Aang, Ether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements.
There
the
we
longer the
go.
fight went on, the more Ether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
Aang could redirect lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaws? Or an electrified
Right,
tornado? Or dendroblasts of pure plant energy?
The Kavaki shield especially gave Ether a strong defense to fall back on. Since it was made of pure light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of brute force.
By comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself.
Well,
Not a
okay
great
then.
situation to be in.
And since Ether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending,
There we
even
go.
if he theoretically overcame Ether's willpower.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of
Yeah,
the
there
entire
we go.
world.
He's- yeah,
Sorry,
he wouldn't
Aang,
be
but
able to.
elements goes to
Then-
the Traveler.
yeah, there we
Cinching
go.
his victory.
I'm not sure if I
Either
would
way
100%
you cut
agree
it,
with this
he was
analysis,
in
but
his
you know,
element.
this
The winner
post-analysis
is
at
the
least.
Traveler.
Yeah, there we
Ether.
go. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready for my cameo.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, we got Jocelyn
Next time
and,
on Death
and
Battle.
remastered then dummy. Okay. What we got here? Wait a minute, Ninjago? Oh, by real brick. Okay, oh, that was Bionicle I saw. Okay. That was Kai. Kai
Subscribe and
versus
join as a member
Tao
to see
Taho?
more Death Battle.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
All right, whatever. All right. You know what? Okay. I've been looking for. You know what? Bionicle has always been kind of on like the periphery for me. Like I know it's got like some really deep lore and stuff like that, and like just how yes, it's very clearly meant for kids, but like it can get really intense. The closest thing I had, like I did buy a few like Bionicle sets. I'm just not sure if I have them anymore. But I think I mostly played like this Game Boy Advance Bionicle game. And I had a whole lot of fun with it. It was an RPG, but I think it was Web of Shadows or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But Ninjago though, I pretty much kept up with Ninjago throughout the first 3 seasons. Or at least, up until like the big Master Lord of Darkness or whatever his name was. He was defeated by, Golden, Lloyd. But after that, like once I heard they're making another season, I'm like, but we already defeated the big bad. Why are we doing this again? Like I pretty much stopped watching after that. But like I was obsessed with Ninjago as a kid. Like I love that. So we're getting into all of the getting all the childhood nostalgia. Oh boy. So yeah, I don't really have anything else I can say. I don't know how either of these scale. I'm gonna guess Bionicle might scale higher, but like I said, I'm not 100% on that. Like I said, Bionicle's always been in the periphery, and while I did watch Ninjago a lot when I was a kid, I don't know anything about its power scaling. So, yeah, alright, I don't have anything else I can say, so I'll just end the video here. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.
You know what, guys? Before I go, I want to give you all a fun tip that most Genshin players don't know. The age of consent is 18 years old.